Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on whenever you're seeing this video. So today I decided to do a video on fluid mechanics. Now, fluid mechanics is divided into two aspects, which are fluid dynamics and fluid kinematics. So today we'll be looking at fluid dynamics. Now, fluid dynamics is simply the study of motion of fluid. That's the simple definition of fluid dynamics. Now, it has different branches. We have branches of fluid dynamics, we have kinematics and kinetics. Now, under kinematics is simply the study of a motion of a fluid without considering the force causing the motion. While kinetics is the study of the action of force producing the motion of fluid. Now, that is the two aspects under fluid dynamics. Now, fluid dynamics furthermore brought up some conservation law. There are different conservation law under fluid dynamics. We have the conservation of mass, we have the conservation of energy, and we have the conservation of momentum. So today we'll be looking at what we call the conservation of mass and conservation of energy, and also solve past questions under it. So now the conservation of mass. Now this conservation of mass is also known as continuity equation. Now this conservation of mass states that if no fluid is added or removed from a pipe in any length, then the mass passing across different sections shall be the same. Simply state that if a pipe, let me illustrate it, if a pipe of this length, let's say something like this, now the mass of water at this point will be the same mass of water at this point. Now if you note, this section is different from this section. Why? Because the diameter of this section is larger than the diameter of this section. So the mass of water here is the same throughout different diameter of the pipe. That is what conservation of mass is trying to say. Now it came up with an equation. Now since density is equals to mass over volume as we know it,